So first things first, this is Squadron 42 Hold the Line. This, for those of you not aware, is the story campaign for Star Citizen, the game that's been in development for like a decade, that's raised, I think at this point, over 600 million. I don't know. Do they have the actual link? Yeah, they've raised $616 million thus far. It's a lot of money. that's a good amount. Like, look at that. They raised 1.6 million yesterday alone. The day before, they raised just over 1.07 million in a day. Is that insane? Is that insane or what? So this Star Citizen is kind of broken up into the permanent online persistent universe, and then also the story mode where they've got like Mark Hamill acting in it, a bunch of stuff like that. So now apparently it's feature complete, and this is the trailer that they put out to showcase what it's able to do and why this is going to be worth your attention. I've not seen this. I don't know what they show, so we're going to see what is up. You should start here with Star Citizen. They be really flexing on Starfield, a good lead up to the Squadron 42 trailer. Hold on. Herobrine is one of our mods that also plays Star Citizen, and so he is going to know. Everything you're about to see has been captured in engine as one continuous shot without loading screens. That's a little jab. That's a little stab and twist. That's funny. That is a little savage. I'll give him that. So with no loading screens, distance between planets has been compressed for the sake of brevity. Okay. They're already kind of jabbing at Starfield. That's funny.
We're aiming for a controversial 7 out of 10.
Let's go. It's a long fade to black. Okay. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. So this is not pre-rendered. This is all running in real time. No load screens. Solar system sized game spaces, which is true. You can play it right now, and it is solar system sized spaces. 64-bit large world coordinates engine. No idea what that means. I'm going to be honest. Again, remember, this is running in real time. Seamless transition from space to ground. But I thought that wasn't possible. Fully explorable planets without loading screens or boundaries. Stab and twist. Space station, love it. Physically based atmospheres. 16 times the detail.
16 times the detail.
There's on client and server at different levels of detail. Okay. New Babbage. Best name for a city ever. Again, just remember, we were in space a second ago. With no load screens. They transitioned down to this. Okay? Already, if this doesn't break your brain on how this is running, just take a moment. Just take a moment. Physicalized frozen ocean. I don't know what that means, but doesn't that just mean a frozen ocean? Gotta take the light rail. Somebody play on this. What they do, and I like, if you've seen my like my Hogwarts Legacy critique, if you remember that, the way I start that video is with this like big sweeping camera thing, and this was done with a camera tool where basically you can plot little points in the world and then have the camera track it and follow it, so you can have really smooth motion and everything without the player having to like try and control the camera. So this is what they're doing in the Star Citizen thing as well, because some of these sweeping shots are just not really, I wouldn't be able to do them very well by hand. So using this tool to just control the camera smoothly is way easier. Like especially these big sweeps around the castle. I had too much fun making this as well. So it's the same tool they're using basically, just in their tool set, but it's still running in real time. It's still in the game. It's not like a pre-rendered cutscene or something. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Is the text in post? Yeah, the text is put in with After Effects afterwards. But you see, it's still running real time. And again, this is accurate. You can play the game like this now. Generate those biomes. Starfield 2 looks great. Remember when we were saying that, like, after you've played Star Citizen, Starfield feels really, really underwhelming? This is why. Like, this is why. You're seeing it now. Oh, the shafts. Oh my god. It's okay, I'm 12. Ignore me. I don't know what hardware displacement means. I have no idea. No clue. Dynamic planetary wins. Now just shoot into space to a different planet. Sweep that camera. Again, running in real time. Oh, we'll get to that. Yeah, tight. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Warp drive enabled. It's warping to a new planet. This game is also a great simulator for why humans are so tiny in the universe. When you're playing it, you're like, oh shit. You know? It's a place where Han Solo got. A space whale! Just crazy. Ooh. Spacescaping? Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa. A wormhole? It's mad trippy, dude. It does look badass. I want to live there. Again, bear in mind, a minute ago we were looking at space cows and space whales on a different planet. No load screens, no nothing. And now we're in like a space pirate base. It's madness. Melanin driven skin shader. Isn't that just a fancy way of saying you have light and dark skin available? Am I missing something? The music is something else, man. Yet another one. and then pyro. Sun shafts, the shafts are back. That is cool. Even on the planetary scale, it casts light or god rays. Oops! Someone forgot to take their cheesy pita out of the microwave oven or whatever. I don't remember what it was. Toaster oven? Are they gonna show the persistent entity streaming too? Oh, they don't show it here? Okay. Some smart, sexy temp left the oven on bake instead of setting the timer for the toaster thing. Wait. I saw a face. 128.10. Look right here. Oh my god. I just barely missed it again. Don't worry, this won't be worth it. I swear, it looks kind of like Gollum. See, like eye, nose, mouth, top lip, chin. Doesn't that look like a face? You see it? See it with me? Kind of like he's looking down. Do you see it? Brother in Christ, you're right. Looks like a face. Looks like a face. I stand by it. Well, that's cool. Wah wah wee wah. Wah wah wee wah. Is that just a dude? I think that's just a dude. There's just a guy's head poking out. Kind of looks like, maybe it's not. No, oh wait, no, it's one of the penguins. Oh, it's an Easter egg. It's an Easter egg. Ignore me. It's Pico. It's Pico the penguin. I thought it was like a guy just like sticking out, because initially I thought this was like the wreckage from the ship, and so like the guy's body, that was the pilot's body, was just sticking out. But no, it's Pico the penguin. It's a little Easter egg. That's cute. Creation Engine's better though. Come on, man. Is that not insane? Is that not just outrageous? That's crazy. So now, I forget, was it Pretty Eye? Somebody mentioned hype. Everything you just saw, you can play right now. Like, all of the planet transitions, all those cities, New Babbage, wherever you're looking at going, that's in the game now that you can play and experience yourself. Okay? Like, you can do this now. So there's no question, because I agree, hype makes you stupid. Check it out, links below. However, yeah, well, like the extra little details are Q4 of this year. But the actual movements and things of the game that you've seen, the transitions between planet to space surface seamlessly, the free exploration, the dynamic generation of all of these things, that exists today, and you can try it today. Like, there's no question as to whether this is real or not, because you can play it yourself. The extra little tidbits that they showed off here, of course, are coming, Herobrine saying Q1 2024. So whenever the final touches are coming. But the core elements of what you've just seen exist today. So there's no debate or question about it. It's just outrageous. This is why, like, Star Citizen people, I don't think they should spend $1,000 on a game, like, at all. I think that's insane. But, like, this is why. People, like, their hobby isn't gaming. Their hobby is Star Citizen. This is what they do. You know, it's just outrageous. It's outrageous. And as a technical showcase, that was quite impressive, I will say. So, to be clear, this is for the single player campaign. Everything you just saw, the whole tech demo, everything, that was for the engine, showing why the Star engine is so powerful. They didn't even mention persistent entity streaming, which is another thing that it can do, where, like, if I drop a water bottle on a planet's surface, I can leave, travel to a different planet, stop playing for months, come back, And that water bottle, so long as nobody's touched it or moved it, that water bottle will still be there. So like you can go to that cave they showed, and that could be your private cave you found while exploring a planet, and you can stash all of your contraband there, all of your supplies there. That could be your home base that nobody knows about unless they have the specific coordinates, and anything you put in there will stay pretty much forever. It's outrageous. It's crazy. I'll copy Archangel.
Archangel 6, come in.
Go for 6.
I'm getting a faint contact on bearing 287. You picking that up?
Yeah, got it. Scanning now.
United Empire of Earth.
We're clear. Commercial vessel out of Vega 3.
Just the clouds look
Island
crazy,
civilian
dude.
Traffic is restricted under lockdown.
Copy that.
Archangel. Archangel. This is Krugeri.
Come back, Gary.
Redirect to Sector 7 Bravo Echo for immediate tasking.
Copy that. On our way.
Okay. They gotta start dropping some of these trailers at like the Game Awards and stuff. They gotta get it more into the mainstream. Oh, the javelins are crazy. They're massive. Yeah, the music in general is just wildly good. 25 more likes and I'll spin my fidget spinner so flippin' hard.
I know I just wrote you, but a couple of hours ago, proximity sensors on the
other side of the jump got twigged. Word is it might be that clan we've been battling with. I guess that last fight didn't scare them
off
off.
quite like we all hoped it would. Honestly, we've been out here so long, I don't know what to
Pull for anymore. I just wanted to let you know.
I'll write as soon as I can. Stay safe. Your loving son.
Never gets old, does it?
Sir,
Eddies. I used to do the same thing when I was first coming up. Post up to the flight deck whenever I could to watch the launches.
Is she a famous actor? Do I know her?
Have you seen the F-8s up close?
no, sir.
The thing's a beast. Nimble, too.
12 maneuvering thrusters and 3 mains. It sure sounds like it. Sir.
Gillian Anderson. Oh. From X-Files?
Captain McLaren.
X-Files growing up for me were like, that was satanic because it involved like crime and stuff. So if me and my family watched it, like I was going to become a criminalist too. Yeah, we weren't allowed to watch that.
To the bridge. Captain McLaren to the bridge.
I saw you apply to the Flight Academy again.
Yes, sir.
Keep your head up. Took me a couple times before I got in.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to Cloud Imperium Games Manchester Studio. I'm Chris Roberts, and I'm pleased to
I was gonna say, wow, that looks so much better. That looks so good. Almost looks real.
announce we have
Turns out
just
it
passed a major milestone. Squadron 42 is now feature complete and has entered its polish phase. To celebrate this milestone, we've gathered some of our core leadership together to share what this means.
As Chris says, we've moved into the polish phase of Squadron 42, which means extra emphasis on ensuring things feel fun.
Good. That's important.
This means focusing on the small and large elements of the game, such as dialing in combat encounters, but also looking at the feel of how you control your character or vehicle and making sure it's immersive as possible. We've paid extra attention to how your character reacts when in their ship, so that you feel like an actual pilot, whether that's firing
And hopefully they are improving the frame rate.
your weapons, taking hits, or punching the afterburners to get to cover. Ship AI has also seen huge improvements, with closer engagement distances and more varied behaviors. And with our new precision targeting mode, the action has never been as close. With the aim now on polish, we've organized the project into self-sufficient strike teams, so we can focus on individual areas to deliver the best experience.
Get out of sight. The Cutlass is gonna spot you.
This allows us to bring all disciplines together with a unified vision of enhancing the gameplay by seamlessly blending it with polished visuals, final cinematic performances, and our ever-improving technology.
You didn't see the boat, kid. You're good to keep going.
We're also dialing in gameplay features, such as the ship flight model for both atmosphere and space, which covers master modes, control surfaces, and our gold standard HUD and MFDs. Our interaction system for both the world and your character have also seen additional improvements, allowing us to hone and craft environmental puzzles unique to each location, while allowing us to tell the story of the world around you. The military multi-tool is an essential piece of equipment for every pilot that integrates all attachments into a single handheld device and allows us to create really interesting challenges, including physics-based puzzles using our updated rope tech.
Cool. MFDs, not NFTs.
Unidentified vessels? This is the UEE Navy. Power down your ships and stand by for processing.
There you go. F off the coil's eyes.
God damn it.
Our scanning, targeting, and marker system has also seen an overhaul, allowing us to highlight only the essential information that you need, such as key objectives, mission targets, and high-level scan information, while keeping your overall view as clean as possible.
That skank! Take him off me! No, 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 no!
Tactical FPS combat and stealth, which has seen a suite of improvements, from improved looting, weapon feel and balance, realistic scopes, and smoother locomotion, alongside our new and improved FPS radar and scanner that provides you an overview of the battlefield, but at the cost of ramping up your own emissions. We've also seen the introduction of our Maelstrom-powered destructible environment, which adds a layer of dynamism to the experience alongside our improved AI that can now have hundreds of combinations of traits that allow us to create unique and challenging combat encounters that really push your tactical awareness and skill.
biggest thing I'm taking away from this is just frame rate. Like, everything else looks great.
We play and review the builds regularly and call out action points in each level from start to finish on where we need to improve the gameplay. This is an incredibly rewarding stage of development for me and the team, as the ultimate vision of the game is realized, allowing us to craft an experience that we can be really proud of. One specific area that I'm excited to dial in is the feeling of the player interacting with the world around them.
Patching you in.
Make the feeling
as it's
better.
a core component of Squadron and really grounds the world that you inhabit. We've made sure that any interaction in the environment is physically represented by a character animation to keep you in the moment and fully immerse you in the experience that we've created. Ultimately, this is the final phase of gameplay iteration before we fully transition into optimization and stability on the road to release.
Agent Trejo, this is Colton. Come back. Always trips me out to see terraforming setups like this. Webb tried explaining how atmosphere processors work. Really shows how far we've come. What the hell is she?
With the transition of Squadron to Polish phase, we've had the opportunity to find additional moments within the existing narrative to add subtle interactions where appropriate. It's been tremendously exciting to play through these areas and find places to augment the mood, support gameplay, and further embellish our story and characters.
Embellish it.
So yeah, man, I can't believe it. They said I've got to wait another 2 years before I can reapply. So that's why I figured I'd get a job trying in security, because that's you know, I can get some hours flying in the cockpit and whatnot. Can't hurt, right? Exactly.
We've also been capturing pickups for our lead female player character, as well as wildlines for our various enemies that you all will encounter throughout the game on both foot and in your cockpit. These consist of a range of responses and reactions that you as the player can trigger, which has been the culmination of efforts by the gameplay and AI teams. This means that you're going to have to tangle with some very smart and reactive bad guys to complete your mission.
At the heart of this immersive adventure, you'll find cutting-edge cinematic storytelling.
It's funny, as they introduce the cinematic director, the transition is like the worst one so far. Like, look how jarring this is.
At the heart of this immersive adventure,
you know,
you'll find
it's just funny.
cutting-edge cinematic storytelling, thoughtfully crafted to fully immerse you into your story.
We fight today. So in 40 years from now, when you're surrounded by everything and everyone you hold dear, and they ask, what did you do in the Battle of Vega? You can look them in the eye and say, I held the line.
He got out of Azkaban and ran off to here.
Men and women of the Second Fleet, I am proud to stand with you today. Good luck. Push your butt.
They're gonna show Daddy Mark.
Nice speech.
Oh, it's a guy from
Any word from the recon
Sherlock
team?
Holmes. Not yet.
Blackwood. Lord
Let's
Blackwood.
get into position.
He's in Kingsman, yeah.
Throughout the polish phase, our team is taking every opportunity to push things
Oh,
to the
it's
next
him.
level.
Tell me you're expecting company.
This is not good.
The Cine team is focused on finalizing edit lock on all of our big action as well as all smaller character sequences.
I could have pulled this off at the Galactopedia.
Yeah, probably, but I think their solar mass calculations are wrong, though.
Well, this is ridiculous.
How so?
We are now able to adjust our shot composition to final cameras thanks to recently crafted space vistas and level art being content complete now.
It'd be nice to know how much of a shitstorm.
Space vistas and level art being content complete now.
It'd be nice to know how much of a shitstorm we're flying into.
More like a hellstorm, Blue. One you ain't gonna fly out of.
Shut up.
Now, I hadn't seen another ship that wasn't trying to kill me in days, let alone a hauler, let alone a Jean. So you can imagine my surprise.
Detailed lighting passes can be done on hero sequences so we can show our cast and convey their emotions in the best light possible. And we're making sure our cinematics are triggering as fluid as we can craft them so they form a coherent concerto with the rest of the player's narrative experience.
Mr. Wexler, this is Lieutenant Commander.
That was really
Colton.
good. I mean, they go from walking up to cutscene and then they walk in and it fully transitions. Wow.
Craft them so they form a coherent concerto with the rest of the player's narrative experience.
Mr. Wexler, this is Lieutenant Commander Colton.
Oh, Commander, hey. Julian Wexler, I'm the field manager of this little operation. Welcome aboard the Archon. What brings the Navy to this little corner of the universe?
We got you flying with Lieutenant Commander Colton. He's one of our best.
As others will
What's
share,
he from?
This is the most rewarding chapter of development,
Oh, he's so
which
familiar.
allows us to truly experience the visceral and oftentimes emotional moments that our narrative provides.
How did you handle it after Vega?
Oh, Game of Thrones. Yeah, duh.
I'm not sure I handled anything. It helps to remember that stuff like this is supposed to hurt.
I've never been good at dealing with problems I can't fix.
Well, this is one that you don't have to do alone.
It's good to know.
For the animation teams, polish phase means refining the social aspects of Squadron 42 that occur between the various missions and getting the behaviors implemented across all of its chapters. Here we're dialing in the hangar to make it as immersive and believable an experience as possible.
That'll do it. Done.
Okay.
All right. Let's do this. I have to switch out some of the interchange from the hangar deck. We're getting a weird after. Turning out the amount of stuff.
I feel that. Anyway, I'm off. For example, we're launching off a space carrier, but we still ground the feel in real-world actions, refueling, repairing, and inspecting, and making sure that your next flight mission is a success. This means we're looking out for pops, hiccups, or awkward transitions, and ensuring that everything flows and looks like all the great mocap performances we've captured.
Let's ready some extra ice packs out of storage. Whenever gunners are on full rotation, you can always count on at least one of them getting hurt.
We also have you covered in everyday life. The medical staff work diligently for their patients, whether they're players or crew. We really want you to feel part of an authentic crew, an important part of the UEE Navy in an enormous universe of people going about their everyday lives.
Press the button, Kronk.
Let's go ahead and clear for takeoff. Ground crew, prep bay for takeoff.
Copy that.
Hangar, ready for launch. Takeoff approved, Baron 2. You have the ball.
Square the deck, let's light it up.
ready and hold on as you're launched off the deck of the carrier.
Baron 2, you are cleared for launch. Have a safe flight, Baron 2.
We want you to not only decide how you play the game, but to feel as if the people you interact with are in that world with you.
I would have never thought a shotgun could be so pretty. Damn, this R97 is sleek as hell. Like a lot of other weapons in Gemini's arsenal, it has a higher rate of fire than most guns of its type.
It's smooth.
We're working to support a feel of authenticity through world traversals, running, jumping, and climbing, interactions with objects and the environment, solid weapon gameplay and enemy reactions, as well as combat realities, such as weapon malfunctions. Or in close encounters of the more lethal kind.
Right up on the butt.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt in the morning. As we continue to focus on the quality experience, we've been working closely with our art teams, and it's been exciting to see their environments come to life alongside us.
While animation and design have been populating the locations, polish phase for my teams means making huge advancements in the quality of our characters and environments. We've established our standard with recognizable characters like Mark Hamill, Gillian Anderson, and Gary Oldman, and we're now applying this to the rest of the cast and identifying any remaining tech requirements that need to be closed down.
Yeah, it's crazy because most of these big games we talk about have like a $200 million budget. And then some marketing costs and stuff like that. Reportedly, they spent about $50 million just on hiring the big name talent for the game. One more like will be at 250 and I'll spin it. One more like. That's all we need. It's right here. Like, that's crazy. A quarter of what most of these big budget AAA, even quadruple A games, a quarter of it. Thank you. A quarter of that budget they spent just on the talent. Like, it's insane. Is it going to be a good investment? Time will tell. An actor is only as good as the script. I know that might be surprising. But you can take Mark Hamill, you can take Johnny Depp, you can take Alan Rickman, whatever great actor you want to point to. You can give them a crap script and it's going to still be kind of crappy. Like, there's just not much you can do. It's like that old video of, hold on, I'm not going to spoil it by saying it because, you know, that'll give it away. You can give an amazing actor a crappy script and they can try and save it, but most likely it'll end up kind of like this.
Commander, you've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Reportedly, he hadn't read the script yet. They put it on like a teleprompter, and so he was just trying to get through it. And he gets to the end of the line, the one place not infected by capitalism. And then he sees that it's just space with an exclamation point. And he tried to keep a straight face while he delivered the line. He did great. And now this is iconic. I just love to watch him kind of wrestle with the line before he says it.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
He sees it.
Space!
Oh man, he tried so hard. That clip is a treasure. So if the writing's bad, it won't really matter how much they paid for the actors. Time will tell. I mean, we just don't know until we get our hands on it. And it's still in, like, right now it's in the polish phase where they can still add stuff, tweak animations and stuff, and then it moves into the performance optimization phase where they get the frame rates up and try to push that boundary. We'll see what it looks like at the end of it, but it's still probably at the very least like a year and a half, 2 years away, I would guess, because they're taking their time on it. It's crazy.
The story of Squadron 42 takes you through a variety of diverse locations of varying scales and styles. We shared glimpses of several environments before, and there's still plenty out there for you to discover. One of the main challenges the art team has had to face during the development of Squadron 42 is ensuring the visuals are complementary to the narrative of the script. The mood and feeling of a space is just as important to us as it is making sure we hit the visual quality that CIG has become known for.
No good, we can't hack it from this side. Graves, we got a locked door. Can you give us access?
No, I'm afraid that's a negative, Steve. I would have to add you to our system to give you override permissions, and there's a lot involved in that. It won't happen quickly.
Okay, we'll figure something out.
Everything you see during the campaign has been heavily inspired by the classics of 70s and 80s sci-fi, but with a modern twist. We want everything you see to feel like it has a soul, its own personality, and tells of a history long before you arrived. Crafting interesting flight spaces and their connecting tissue has been one of the more unique challenges we've needed to overcome for Squadron. Developing our VDB tech to blend seamlessly between tighter traversal spaces and into wider space vistas and planets has proved incredibly difficult but rewarding, ensuring that Squadron flows seamlessly from one chapter to the next, without interruption. Creating a diverse array of locations is essential to us. Our environments need to work from a variety of scales. We need to pay close attention to detail, whether we're working in a dirty engineering vent or navigating the debris of a dying star, wondering what may be around that next corner, or even who may live there, how would they have survived, and what state of mind may they be in.
Yes, I've been speaking with engineering, making plenty of bumps. Yeah, I'll make sure. I've asked about it.
We've worked closely with our social teams in delivering a cohesive social experience when you're taking some downtime from our refined flight and FPS missions, or even missions of the more eerie kind.
Uh-oh.
We'll be introducing new space stations on a massive scale, all brought together and designed to be as tangible as possible. We've thought about their function, their age, and tried to ensure there's a progression in artistic style with each station as you progress through the game.
Have they said how long it's expected to be? Does anyone know?
As you can see today, the teams are working incredibly hard, ramping up the detail and quality to match the breadth of our vision for Squadron 42.
Now, I know you're all asking, when can I play it?
When can I play it?
When we have the locked release date, you will be the first to know. Now, we're in polishing phase on Squadron 42. You will start to see a lot more things coming to Star Citizen, as well as overall progress on the persistent universe. The polish phase can take some time. We have come this far, and we want to make sure Squadron 42 delivers on the promise of being this generation's wing commander. Now, even though there's only a few of us in this video, I'd like to extend a big thank you to all our staff around the globe who have been putting their heart and soul into bringing Squadron 42 to life. And I would like to thank everyone in the community for your patience and your support. To paraphrase Admiral Bishop, when people ask, what did you do in the development of Squadron 42? You can look them in the eye and say, I held the line. I'm proud to stand with you. Thank you for making this game with us.
I can understand why Star Citizen fans are excited. I get it. I get it now. So, I mean, the point with all this is that Star Citizen, I know, like, there's a lot of questions where people are like, does it actually, like, does it live up to the expectations? They've raised over $600 million. How on earth do they get a game out that lives up to that standard? And it's certainly difficult, but you know what? We're just going to have to see. For the first time, Squadron 42 actually looks like it's going to come out because it's been in development forever and nobody knew if it was actually going to happen. All told, I'm glad to hear that they are content complete. The biggest problem with Star Citizen for a decade at this point is that they can never settle on features. They always shift into like, oh, we'll add this one. We'll add this one too. We'll add another. It's called feature creep, where they like the idea of doing X, but then they like the idea of also doing Y and Z. And so they add it in and that doubles the production time. Then they added more and more and more. And all of a sudden you have just an ocean of features that you can't keep up with. And so to hear that they're actually saying it's feature complete, they're going to stop there, is awesome. I mean, that's crazy. It's crazy.